Davis, Chairman DeFazio, distinguished members of the subcommittee, appreciate the invitation to speak today regarding America's mobility and connectivity problems and some possible solutions. TTI is the most comprehensive higher education affiliated transportation research center in the United States. We've worked in all 50 states and in 51 countries, and last month we released the 24th edition of a national congestion estimate. You've heard today that our national congestion value of $166 billion. I'd point out that that doesn't include safety effects, environmental effects, the business inefficiencies that also come along with that. That's just the value of the wasted time and fuel. So how do we start to address these issues, the topic today? In a comprehensive analysis, you might look at 5 questions. What should we do? How much would it cost? How should we pay for it? What's the benefit of doing something? And what's the cost of doing nothing? Far too often we agree that all strategies should be considered and that the solutions will cost a lot. When we ask how we should pay for solving the problem, we hear this. This is where the crickets are supposed to play. There aren't enough conversations about how we would pay for the solutions. There aren't enough information about the benefits, and there certainly isn't enough discussion about the high cost of doing nothing. An analysis we did for the state of Texas projected that the total cost to sustain the 2010 condition of Texas's roads and highways would be $273 million over the next 25 years. The economic impact of doing nothing was $989 million. That was the estimated effect of continuing to do the same things, the same funding sources, and the same policies. It's clear that doing nothing is not free. I'd like to summarize a few other points from my written testimony. Congestion problems will continue to challenge metropolitan regions of all sizes. This is not just a big city problem. The projects, programs, and policies that each region uses to solve problems will be different. This is a reflection, I think, of the creativity and diversity in our country and in our metropolitan regions. The strategies are going to be different from region to region. They're also going to be different between a suburban area and the downtown area within the same metropolitan region. Just like a specific set of solution strategies are the result of a public engagement and technical design process, the level of congestion deemed unacceptable is also a local decision. One size doesn't fit all. For example, smaller urban areas are very likely going to expect higher average speeds on an urban freeway during rush hour than a larger urban area. I'd point out not all congestion is bad. Sometimes it's a reflection of a vibrant area. And no congestion isn't always a good goal. But too much congestion makes it difficult to get from where you are to those vibrant activity centers. I'd point out that technology has a role. It may be showing commuters that what their travel options are. It could be helping plan a trip. It could be allowing frequent bus riders to use a toll road for a free trip every so often. Several states and regions have had success with the difficult conversation around more funding, new options, or changing policies. These are usually a combination of doing a good job, making sure the public understands that you're doing a good job, having a clear plan for the additional spending, committing to an effort that engages the public on determining which projects, programs, and funding sources to pursue, and providing an accountable, transparent reporting of the schedules, budgets, and effects. These solutions work. Almost every strategy works in some situation, and almost every strategy is the wrong treatment in some places and times. Anyone who tells you there's a single solution that can solve congestion, be publicly supported, and implemented everywhere is exaggerating the effect of their idea. I'd like to acknowledge the support of the University Transportation Centers program for the past urban mobility reports. We've been able to increase the number of urban areas analyzed, look at the economic effects of congestion on freight movements and the effect of transit on congestion levels. Our 2019 Urban Mobility Report was sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation as part of their benchmarking process to address their congestion problem. Thank you for the opportunity to testify. There's more information about TTI on our website. I'm happy to answer questions about the important task of helping Americans get to their jobs, schools, shops, health facilities, and freight destinations to support a desirable quality of life and growth in economic opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Lomax.